Tennessee Titans at the Houston Texans, just a battle of a couple 0-3 teams here.
Yikes.
Texans favored by 7.5. Is this the biggest line for an 0-3 team in NFL? Can somebody look up the line historically? 0-3 teams at 7.5. Don't think there's many. Over under just 38.5 here.
Yeah, I mean, look, Houston should not be. I mean, they're not a winless team over the course of a season. Like we saw last year, even if the offensive line is an absolute joke, they can still win a bunch of games. And that's been their problem, is that so far this year they've run against two good teams and then one team that was closer. But that's the thing they have to overcome. I think the Texans are basically better everywhere except the offensive line. And the question is the offensive line so bad that it offsets all of the other areas where they're better?
Texans offense, man, I'm looking at them and try to go back and see what some of the problems are. I think there's a lot of quick game elements in there. There's no when Stroud was at his best, when Bobby was at his best a couple of years ago, they had some really good play action concepts that got Nico Collins, that got Tank Dell open down the field. Other than a Nico Collins double move the other night, Stroud threw an absolute dime to Nico on Monday Night Football against the Bucs. Like, you just haven't had that. Texans look slow. They look slow on offense, and they're struggling in pass protection. That is a bad combination. I would go to the rookies more. They are putting I was a Xavier Hutchinson fan as a complimentary receiver. Christian Kirk, like those guys are taking a lot of reps. They're rotating Jaden Higgins and Jalen Knoll a lot. I would go to them. Like Knoll looks like
Higgins in particular. I mean, you drafted that guy as high as you did, and you gave him that Remember when all of the second round was like holding out because of the contract that Houston gave Jaden Higgins to get him in the building, right? Yep. They basically treated him like a first-round draft pick with the contract they gave him. If you're doing that, put him on the field. Like, he should be your secondary target. Nobody should be getting more reps or targets other than Nico Collins than Jaden Higgins.
And Higgins isn't like, he can run slants, big-bodied, slant guy, vertical routes where he gets in and out of breaks pretty well. So you got your, curls and comebacks and everything. Like, we're not seeing that from Higgins. And then Knoll, move him around and use his dynamism. He plays at a different speed than every other receiver. Like Nico Collins is fast, but he's like long stride fast, right? There's a dynamism that Jalen Knoll brings.
Yeah.
That's my adjustment for Houston. Go to the rookies, help protect the offensive line a bit more by getting these guys open a little bit quicker, and dial down the reps on some of the other receivers. So we'll see if they can do that against Tennessee. Cam Ward also has a calf to keep an eye on here, and hopefully he plays. Texans pass rush should have a lot of success against Tennessee. Their offensive line looked a little bit better last week, even though he was under pressure a lot from right tackle. Backup right tackle going up against this pass rush could be disastrous.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So there's a reason why it's 7.5. The Texans are we do this every year. They're the best 0-3 team you've seen.
Well, according to producer Will's AI researcher, whoever that is, the AI researcher thinks there has never been an 0-3 team favored.
Wow, look at history. History. There's no way this is wrong. Thank you, Will. That's why I yelled fakely over into to nobody. Can somebody do this? So the best 0-3 team in history, the biggest line.
Yeah,
in 0-3 team history.
Let's just all hope that Cam Ward plays, because nobody wants to see a Brandon Allen game here.
Not with those small hands.
Nobody wants to see it. Yeah, look, I mean, unless Tennessee can really get after that offensive line and just shut it down completely, the Texans are better everywhere.
Yes. So this is one of those, I throw the records out the window. I'm going with my priors. What do you think here? 7.5. I see your first instinct, though. You're going the other way. But 7.5 here, over under just 38.5. Houston or Tennessee?
Yeah, I mean, I think Houston wins, but I think Tennessee can maybe keep it within a touchdown.
I feel like I've taken Tennessee the last few weeks. Oh, yeah, they'll keep it close, and they don't. So I'll take Houston in this. Tennessee, Harry's going to go with Tennessee here.
According to Will, in 1976, the 0-3 Bucs were 24-point underdogs to the Steelers. Can that possibly be true?
Well, that was like when New England in 07 started wrecking everybody, and they covered every spread, and then you started to see 14s and 16s, and then it started to get up to like 20.
But not after 3 weeks, right?
No, the 76 Bucs, they were an expansion team. They were right?
Right, and the
They were
Steelers would have been like Super Bowl, like this was the end of
24 points. Yeah, that's a college.
This is in the
spread. I
middle
can
of the
see
Steel Curtain Dynasty Pittsburgh era, but still, that's 3 weeks to be a 4-score game. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video.
that. Check the Mic is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a thing.
And the all-knowing algorithm is convinced you'll also like these videos, and who are we to argue?